Hey guys, Kevin Cage back with another cryptocurrency update. Welcome to the channel. Like and subscribe if you're serious about the digital asset space, and let's get right into it today. One take and uncut. Apologies for any noise in the background. It is storming currently. So shared right here by CryptoNim, we have Randy Zuckerberg, again the sister of Mark Zuckerberg, CEO of Facebook, nonstop reposting positive Ripple, the company-oriented tweets. Just talking about obviously a push on blockchain technology, DLT, distributed ledger tech, expediting cross-border payments, the frictionless move of value, similar to the IP protocol with, the internet moving information today, and kind of just talking about the next revolution of the internet of value. So obviously that will be coming. This financial crash is a sure sign of it with the economic turmoil, geopolitically speaking as well. As we can see, it's always about the liquidity crisis. That is XRP's number one use case, is on-demand liquidity, literally the product name that is used by institutions in scaling up on a daily basis. Keep in mind, Ripple is the highest valued private company to date, coming out of Silicon Valley at a $10 billion valuation. And you have to understand, they are in tight with the W3C. They are tight as, consultants and advisories, very, very close niched, along with the top 40 to 50 governments and banks of the world. This is all written and quite obvious at this point, but a lot of people still doubt it because you are looking at price. Price does not mean anything. What you have to go on as an investor is fundamentals. Fundamentals predict everything. That is what I want to emphasize. That is what will be happening with this revolution. I believe there's going to be a lot of things that I personally miss out on, but this is one thing that I see. Right here, so Randy Zuckerberg talking, when you use your phone, you're using IP technology and payments are moving around the world. People don't even know that Ripple makes their payments more effective, and that's a fantastic thing because it's a frictionless motion. Now, we can check her out. She was I believe she did like an interview with Ashish Birla of Ripple, and then she's also talking about Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies. So just kind of talking during this time of economic turmoil, again, the press for alternatives, not as a purely investment mechanism, but to move money. All right. Right here, we got Ash, Go Blue. This is Ashish Birla, again, SVP of Product and Corp Development at Ripple. All right. Also a board member at Bitso. Forgot to mention that, actually. I remember that. So the exchange. And just talking about, real problems. It's not a product in search of, a solution. It's truly an existing problem, and they have the solution. Right. So, efficiently moving the money as quickly as possible. Information moves today. Again, calling it, as always, the Amazon of blockchain. All right. So just wanted to share that. I know it's not crazy, but it is interesting to see other people doing this. And again, she's a speaker and host here at Sirius XM and New York Times bestseller, and well-connected, obviously. All right. Let's get into the information. I am Legion sharing this. So most people think it's absolutely insane the amount that's being pumped into the repo and bailouts. And yeah, a lot of people, it sounds like a large number, but when you see how much money is really in the system today, and when you go down and realize there's only, less than trillions of dollars in physical fiat printed, and you realize how much money is actually artificial and digital, you'll realize that this is all just fairy dust. So right here, we can talk about, tokenizing assets and becoming liquid, and we can just look at the real estate market. For example, I know it's blurry. I've done videos on this a million times, thanks to I Am Legion as well. Global real estate market right here, $207 trillion. So $217 trillion in global real estate alone. Right, we can talk about the gold market, just over $7 trillion. Now, global debt that the world owes to the central banks, $215 trillion. All right, it is never ending. All right, and again, we've talked about the derivatives market. We've gone over these websites as well, but I just want to emphasize how much money is really there. Now, let's look at coin market capitalization and see XRP right now, a small slice of the pie, $6.9 billion. Now, just like Mark Cuban and other people from, all kinds of huge, hedge fund managers or, VCs, venture capitalists, they say when a market reaches a market capitalization valuation of $1 billion, it is most likely here to stay. Now, I also say when it has the most institutional funding and backing compared to any other crypto asset, it's also here to stay. And that's how I feel about XRP. All right. And no, I'm not paid to talk about this by the company or anything. These are my thoughts. Please do your own research and we will see who is correct. All right. Because I'm just sharing facts, and then I also am sharing my opinion on the matter. All right, next, XRP Marshall sharing this. So US-based CoinZoom, a FinCEN regulated digital asset exchange, officially launches crypto trading platform and company Visa card. So we've seen a lot of, competitors doing this. Let's take a look at this link briefly. So as you can see, launching their trading platform with a Visa card, and now they'll be able to actually spend a wide range of cryptocurrencies via CoinZoom's exchange platform. This has been happening a lot. As we can see, 53 million Visa merchants worldwide. I know we've talked about Google Pay, we've talked about Alipay, we've talked about Apple Pay, all connections with Ripple as well. So do not be surprised. They have, direct partners, yes, but you have to question and realize how markets are really truly connected via gateways and are all interconnected via, indirect partners as well. Because if they have a main partner, they also have partners of their partners. And it kind of is, what's that whole concept of, what is it? We're really only like 7 points away from everybody in the world. I forgot the term. I used to talk about that a lot. But essentially, guys, as we can see here, this Visa card is linked directly with the consumer accounts. And of course, we have XRP mentioned with the other top cryptocurrencies, and they have in their crypto wallet. So this will be more and more prominent, as we can see. And then CEO at CoinZoom, quote, says, Visa's dominance as a global leader in digital payments is a great asset as CoinZoom tries to reshape the global cryptocurrency marketplace. Our goal is to provide cryptocurrency traders with the best platform for buying, selling, and spending digital assets. All right. Get the gist. Next up. Right here, this is really cool. So XRP Thor sharing this. Isn't it weird that Ripple, the company, dropped their video update, warned us of this impending drop? And I found it pretty interesting. So one of their latest drops, this woman, I'm blanking on her name, she literally talks about this 20-second clip. Listen up. This is right before we really started tanking.
And the last key attribute of a healthy liquid market is really resilience. And that is getting at the ability for a market to recover from a significant systemic event. So if there was some sort of a market shock, the ability for order books to get back to normality and tighten back to similar prices to where they were prior to that event relatively quickly.
That's awesome. I honestly don't even have a comment. Sustaining a huge drop, especially with this global liquidity crisis, all markets pan-selling off. I don't know if we're done, guys. I think we are just getting started. I think the storm is just arriving. And personally, I think we're in for a bunch of surprises. And basically just saying the ability to have a resilient market, get the liquidity back up, get those order books back up, and then those spreads, the buy and the sell orders, get those to be a lot tighter once again. If we can show that we can bounce back from a systemic event, we are here for sure. And it shows not only the resilience, but the maturation of this asset class. All right, next up, Cryptopolis with 30 plus years at least of financial experience as well. We got Travis Kling. What politicians are debating behind closed doors right now is how much helicopter money to come, pay us during this impending crisis. They have to give to the 99.9% in order to bail out the 0.1%. They want to minimize the former while achieving the latter, all while avoiding social unrest and keeping, everybody calm and at bay. Watch what happens next. 100% agree. Just wanted to share that, guys. Right? Bailouts, bail-ins, they're coming. They've been here. And also negative interest rates are on the way. XRP Crypto Wolf just sharing this. Hawaii just launched a digital currency sandbox that will allow digital currency issuers to do business in Hawaii without a state money transmitter license. It will be used to guide crypto and crypto asset legislation and determine the future of digital currency in Hawaii. All right, and I was kind of just reading through this before chatting. Next up, we'll stay a high level here. So XRP Crypto Wolf. Now, Crypto Eddie did it. It's crypto, and then the name is ERI. She did a fantastic video today about D-Money and a few other connections with Ripple, the company. Highly recommend checking it out as well. So right here, Ripple partnered with D-Money. This is DEE Money through RippleNet. And this is their overall software that they partner with financial institutions, banks, you name it. D-Money's processing inbound payments into Thailand, one of the hard-to-reach corridors where there's a lot of remittance payments where people, are sending money home to their families, for around 1 million Thai workers between the remittance corridors from South Korea, Indonesia, Singapore, Israel, and the Middle East and Gulf regions. All right, so as we can check out this article right on Ripple's website, so we can see D-Money is also the first non-bank institution in Thailand to use RippleNet. Southeast Asia, guys, is a hotbed for not only fintech like in Singapore and, adoption of digital assets. Also, don't get me started on Japan really helping and pushing XRP utility thanks to huge, conglomerates, consortiums such as SBI Group, one of the big investors with Ripple behind Ripple as well. And also, they're related to the Rothschilds, so don't be surprised there. But it's really exciting to see this. I know that people are just focusing on price, but you have to look at the fundamentals on a daily basis. When you're looking at your investment, you say, okay, I'm going to hold this for 5 years, set it and forget it. I'll look at the fundamentals, I'll look at the news, and if I see anything I don't like, will this, compromise my investment? Should I sell? And besides price performance and, being low and suppressed just like every other asset, I don't see any negative reason with XRP. If you understand the mathematics, you understand how order books function, they will hypothetically go up the second that we increase volume combined with sending higher prices. But we need both of those, all right? So right here, D-Money is currently using RippleNet to process these inbound payments between these corridors, as said, so highlighted here. And again, estimated that around there are 1 million Thai workers working globally who are transferring their money back home. And D-Money, the cool thing is it's same-day settlement, guys. And remember, we can reduce fees massively utilizing XRP because it's literally fractions of a penny rather than some groups, charging $7 per transaction. And every dollar counts when you're sending it to your family members, especially when the US dollar and every fiat currency for that matter is undergoing, extreme pressure and inflation on a daily basis with all the printing that is occurring. So with RippleNet, the transfer process is more efficient for those sending money from the growing number of financial institutions and at the best possible rates. So this is all about financial inclusion, mobile banking for everybody. So it's making it cheaper for the customers. It's making D-Money, it's gaining them more customers. And then what's going to happen is their customers of D-Money are going to want to become more competitive and lower their rates to keep up. So it is a win-win for us as well. This is what I'm all about, improving, financial inclusion for everybody. All right. And you get the gist. You understand Ripple 300 partners worldwide. These are direct that they're talking about. They did list like 450 partners, but removed it. And then you can kind of go back to, Finabler, Finastra. You can connect them with, other APIs and huge groups, ACI Worldwide, Earthport, Visa, American Express. I'll do a video talking about some of their direct partners as well. But, it's a behemoth, guys. Like literally 9,000 to 10,000, actual institutional customers we're talking about that expand across the entire globe. I was talking to somebody, I put it out a while ago, a tweet just saying, if you're ever unsure about your investment, and somebody replied with a picture of, XRP's dominance and the connection that Ripple is everywhere in their offices and their partners. And it was like, this is why I'm holding. And it made such, it just really spoke to me. Marcus Treacher, he spent years, he was with Swift, or was he with, I believe he was with Swift. We have, people from Swift GPI. We have people from, maybe he was HSBC as well. But he has, 20 plus years of experience as well in the banking sector. Absolute genius. When you really look at who's backing this, you guys can go through LinkedIn and look and question for yourselves. Because obviously I'm not investing in a software and open source protocol per se. What I do when I invest is I invest in people. In the people behind these projects that are spearheading this, I have full faith in. All right. Right here, XRP_Crow. This is at Status. So status.hr, must-see website. So we have Mr. Navin Gupta. I believe he is in charge of, if he's still around, basically the MENA regions. So ME, Middle East, and then NA, the Northern Africa regions. Listen to this. We talk about ILP, Interledger Protocol, providing, interoperability between blockchains, payment networks of all sorts, mobile banking, online bank, or, mobile wallets, online banking, bank ledgers, financial institution ledgers, just having their networks and walled gardens bridged and to send in, as in like digital asset to be intermediating those transactions, you utilize XRP as a bridge. Hence XRP is called a bridge asset to transfer value. All right. And you still do need an asset that transfer value instead of just swapping USD to euro, because there's a bunch of fees and liquidity in doing so and swapping it. All right. Next up, let's just listen to this.
Ripple has built something called as Interledger Protocol. So we have solved the tech challenge, we have solved the ecosystem challenge, and we also have solved the interoperability challenge. That means value can be transferred between two blockchain networks or two DLT networks who are using different standards. And this transfer of value, that is almost like building a bridge between two networks. Because if we don't solve the interoperability problem today, it can't be solved 3 years later, 5 years later. And hence, what you were saying is accurate. In some way, we are like the TCP/IP of the internet world in terms of value, because not only are we solving the tech problem, not only we are solving the ecosystem problem within the Ripple ecosystem, but we are also solving the interoperability problem. And the reason we are able to think about it is because we are a monoline company. All we do is international remittances, and hence we know what are some of the problems that will emerge that we need to have an answer for. I know you have been raising your hand for a long time, so please. Ripple has built is something.
All right, great point. And to finish things off, guys, my 2 cents on all of this. So a lot of people are saying, oh, well, why do the markets go up? Why do they go down? Why do you believe assets are being suppressed? Why, nothing's manipulated. You're lying, Kevin. It's all BS. Well, guys, you understand, a lot of you may watch sports. Some of you are athletes. You all understand the concept of misdirection. Some people play sports. Some people play, poker, like, in cards, a poker game. It's all about misdirection. Look at this hand while I do this. It's all about distraction. You really don't believe that these same concepts exist within business, within global markets, within trading? I mean, honestly, guys, I've been spreading this around. The ignorance is truly real, and I just want you guys to think about that. Now, another funny thing is this. I have friends, older people, friends with, parents or whatever, anyone in their 60s, 70s, it doesn't matter. I have friends refusing and just not wanting to buy XRP, and they're losing, $5,000 a day in their 401k when it tanks, things of that nature, because they don't want to use a debit card on Coinbase or Binance US, or they don't want to link their bank account to Coinbase or Binance because they see it as risky, giving away their information. When we are in a digital world, they think that's risky. When people do the same thing on Amazon, when you're ordering toilet paper, you are literally putting in your debit card. So if you've never bought anything online, I don't know what to tell you. What I think is risky is using a check. What I think is risky is holding all of your money in the US dollar, or holding it in a bank with negative interest rates on the way where they charge you even more, and the dollar is being devalued on a daily basis. What I think is risky is not taking any risk at all in life. Risk on since day one. When we are born, the second you're born, in fact you're mortal, we are going to die. So I believe history is going to reward those people that not necessarily gamble, but take chances and keep going until they succeed. All right. So personally, I don't plan to help people that don't want to help themselves. They had their chance, even if you put in $10 to buy XRP just in case it's a gamble, because many people don't hesitate to, go to the slot machines and spend $100 in a night, or, go buy a 6-pack, or, go get some, maybe girls are buying some expensive haircut. It doesn't matter. What I'm saying is, do you want to invest in yourself? Do you want to invest to help your future family, your current family, things of that nature? All right. I just want to put things into perspective, because sometimes I just feel like, common sense is not so common. So with that, guys, I appreciate it. Be sure to hit the like button, share this video around, and I will see you in the next one.